Hello, my amazing art students. I have really missed seeing you guys in the classroom, and I really wanted us to get back into doing a little more artwork. And what we're actually going to work with today is we're going to prepare for a painting project. Now, here's why this kind of funky item is in my screen. Know what it is? It's a gumball machine. So one of my favorite artists is Wayne Thiebaud, and he's an American artist that has created a lot of pictures and paintings based upon his everyday natural things that he would see in his life. So several of his paintings are based upon cupcakes that he would see in the deli. He did a lot of lipstick painting. He did some sunglasses. So for today, what we're going to do is we're going to learn how to make a gumball machine. So I'm keeping my gumball machine here with me to look at for reference. I'm also keeping my phone here with me because my phone has a picture of a how to draw. I'm using this as a reference. And then Bob is coming along for fun. So first thing I want to do is I want to find a way, and I need to create a circle for my gumball machine. Now, this piece, which is super beautiful, could go right here, but really, it's just a little bit too big. It doesn't give me enough space down here for the base of my gumball machine. So I'll move this out of my way. So then I grabbed a pan because I'm at home. We're on our shelter at home. I thought I could flip it over, and that works pretty good for the shape of my gumball, but it sits a little awkwardly. So my next option is a plate. I think a lot of you guys and a lot of us have plates at home. If we were in the classroom, then I would have easily given you a circle to trace. Or we could have used a compass if you have a compass at home with you that you want to use. So I'm going to try and center it on my paper. I'm using one hand to hold it still. I go all the way around. I have a huge circle for a gumball machine. One option that I could have done is I could have gone with a slightly smaller circle and given a lid or a top to my gumball machine. The machine I have here at home doesn't, but who knows? Maybe you want to try and change it up a little bit. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I need to draw the sides of my gumball machine. So I'm going to freehand them, but the one thing I'm going to do when I draw these sides is I'm going to start touching my gumball machine, and then I'm going to come out at an angle. All right, now I'm going to do about the same thing on the other side, and I'm going to come out at an angle. This makes my machine look like it's getting a little bigger. And then here on the bottom, I'm not just going to do it straight across. I'm going to curve it. So I'm going to create a curved line. And that gives my gumball machine now a little bit of depth. I could have done it much smaller and shown a lot more detail, but I really want to focus on the machine because we're making a painting out of this. Now I need some kind of return or some kind of slot where you put your coin in. So around the middle area, I'm going to draw myself a rectangle. That's where I would put my coin in. And then down below this, I'm going to do the flap where the gumball comes out. And a lot of times where the gumball comes out, there's a little extra detail, so I think I'll put a curve around it, like a little plate or something. And then this would be the turner. And it's a little hard to draw a turner flat, so I'm going to draw a diamond. Two triangles facing one another. And then I'm going to put a second one above it. And this is just giving it a little bit of depth. Perfect. So pretty much there we go. If you've fallen behind or if you've gotten stuck at all, please pause this and then come back and join me. Okay, I'm going to add just a little bit of detail, like a curve here on my machine. Helps my machine make it look like it's more rounded. And then I think I might add some more like those rounded lines down here. I'm just building more depth to my gumball machine. I'll do a double line. That also gives me the option when we travel and when we work with painting. It gives me another option too for another color I could throw in there. All right, now to show, I could either leave this just like this and be done with my gumball machine as this is, or what I could also do is I could take and add some type of background to it to make it look like the gumball machine is sitting somewhere. So I'm going to put a line, a straight line. Look at this. Look what just showed up. Now the gumball machine is sitting on a table. Oh, okay. Now that line is uneven, so I'm going to erase it. Don't worry. If you have to erase, it's no big deal. All right, erase that. So I got that a little bit better. I've got my flat for where my gumball comes out. This is where my money is. That's where I turn it. If I wanted to also, because Wayne Thiebaud really worked a lot with shadows. If my gumball machine is like casting a shadow back here, I could do an oval shadow coming from my machine that kind of goes off the page. Now, this is the machine style that I've chosen to draw. Does it mean that you have to draw this in the exact same method? No, make it yours. Make it your own. This machine has a curved base to it, and then it has just the little push down. It doesn't have a coin slot. So there's an option. Like I said earlier, put a cap on top of your gumball machine. I could even do that right now with this gumball machine and put a line through this and make that the cap of my machine. Most gumball machines are round, but some of them are square. So you could have even drawn a square shaped machine once you kind of look at it and go back. Now, my next step would be to put in the gumballs. Now, okay, here's the hard and here's the good part about this. I can go in now and start drawing round gumballs. Another option that I have is if you have bubble wrap. Any type of bubble wrap. What we like to do in the art room is I would have you spray the bubble wrap with a liquid watercolor paint, and then we would press that onto the gumball machines and make a print of the gumball machine. So there's another option if you wanted a printed version. And another option still is, instead of drawing all the gumball machines in here, all the gumballs in here, since we know that they're going to be painted, is you could take something round and dip it in the paint and paint the gumballs directly on it. So a pencil is a round item, but I'll tell you, a pencil is very small. I think it would make very small gumballs. And I don't know if you want them that small. They're actually only a little bit bigger than what I drew. What I have sitting here with me at my home is some craft paint tubes. So this is where I've got my paint from. I could take this and I could dip this in the paint and press it on, and to create some big gumballs in my machine. Either way, you go ahead and make your decision. Do you want to draw your gumballs in and paint them all on, or would you rather just dip something and press it into it? Most likely, I'm going to go back and do the press version, but still I have some options here. All right, so thank you so much for joining me as we learn about Wayne Thiebaud and how to draw a gumball machine. Have fun